Hey BBs, it's Max, and today I'm back with you guys for another video. How are we all doing today? Hope we're all doing super fierce. In today's video, y'all, I'm back with you guys, and we have a package yet another package, girl. But in today's video, we were able to purchase the Monster High Beetlejuice, the 2025 set from Cleo's Nile on Instagram. So thank you to my beastie. Go follow them if you aren't, because that's where all the news comes from. But I am very excited to get my claws onto the Beetlejuice set. I didn't initially buy this set because I thought it was hideous. I thought it was ugly boots down, and I wasn't gonna buy it at all until I saw that they were like kind of he was kind of selling the set, and I was like, well, why not? I'll just buy it anyway. So I did that, and we're just open it together because that's what this video is. We're just doing a little review of this little set because I don't know, I don't really have any attachment to Beetlejuice. I didn't buy the set originally, but I like Lydia a lot more in this set, so I was like, I like Lydia, so why not? Oh, it's always fun to open up the Monster High boxes. Woot. Woot. Look at that, very much. Oh. Here is, this is the box. Crazy. Please don't be ugly, please don't be ugly, please don't be ugly, please don't be ugly, please look better in person. Are the faces good, y'all? Let's see, girl. It just looks like a toad. Lydia's cute. Again, I've never watched the Beetlejuice movie, so this is not like an expert video, but they look cute enough. Low-key look really cute in the box. Out of their Mattel shipper box, so I guess we'll take a better look at these at my desk like a usual review. I just want to open these with you guys, and again, a huge shout out to Cleo's Nile. Again, these dolls are available in stock now on Amazon, so if you guys are interested, I'm gonna have an affiliate link in the description below, y'all, for the Amazon website, because I think Skullectors are now going to be on some of the websites. Like, I think they're gonna be on Amazon, which is kind of gaggy. I kind of love that. It's not just like I'm like mad at these ones. These ones are just like not my favorite, but like I know a lot of the new ones for this year are allegedly going to be on Amazon, so I'm very excited about that new upgrade to the Skullector release because fighting over the dolls was never fun. Alright, BBs, we are back at the desk, and I'm so excited to go over these dolls, to be honest with you guys. I feel like I was very critical of these when they first dropped, but low-key, I have been growing on them, I think, as they kind of enter my collection. It's been like a day since I last opened them. Like, it's been 24 hours. I'm just now able to have the time to open these, and I'm just so excited about it because, again, I do like the Monster High Skullector line. I'm just very critical of them because they are kind of expensive. Let's just get into the box because the Skullector boxes are always gorgeous. So, we have Lydia and we have Beetlejuice on the little, it's very glossy. It's a lot bigger, I feel like, than the last boxes. These giant stock photos of the dolls, and I honestly kind of live. I feel like I threw away a lot of my Skullector boxes, so I can't even like compare, to be honest with you guys. I do apologize. But this is a really fun one. Again, on this side, we have some more stock photos. Oh my god, what is this paragraph, girl? Ooh, they have you reading here. But here's Lydia. Lydia just looks so gorgeous in this stock photo. I'm really obsessed. And then here's Beetlejuice as well. The back, though, has this really gorgeous picture, and usually I'm more of, like, a Monster High. Like, I want them to put art on the box. Like, I'm not living for the stock photos anymore. I want art. But, like, this is a cool way to kind of do stock photos but make it art because, like, sometimes they just kind of shove a stock photo on the back of the thing, and it's like, okay, stock photo, yes, we know what that looks like. But, like, this is a really cool way of giving us doll art in a new way, and I hope they do more of this kind of stuff in the future. But again, I didn't really watch Beetlejuice, so I don't really know what the tea is happening, but we have like a wedding cake and a bunch of little beetle bugs. There's a Monster High skelette there, which is gorgeous. I love when they do that. I also really love the detail of Beetlejuice and Lydia being on the cake topper. I think that's so sweet. And then here are the dolls again floating around in like the cobwebs. Cobwebs say something though. What do they say? This one says Beetlejuice. Is that what it says? Beetlejuice? I think that says Beetlejuice, girl. And that also says Beetlejuice. Is that Beetlejuice? I don't know. I think so. But, yeah. But, yeah, again, a really cool back of the artwork. And then here is the Beetlejuice little logo. It is 2024 AD, so maybe this is new. I don't know, girl. Were these meant to come out last year? I'm not really sure. But we have, again, the Skullector logo on the back. And let's just get into opening them. Woot, woot. Woot woot. The side of the box also has Lydia on her side, and then Beetlejuice is on her side. The back of the box, we have a little thing. Oh my, Beetlejuice is just spelled weird. Beetlejuice? Girl. But then if you want to pause to read, here is a little ensemble of whatever's happening. Like the full body stock photos are kind of cool. You kind of even get a shadow out to the bottom of their legs. And I will say Skullector packaging is always really gorgeous. I'm going to remove the plastic bit just because I want to take a look at these without the ring light. But we have them in the box, starting from the top from the bottom to the top. I love like the little like set dressing of like just like little spider webs and the beetles crawling all over. The little Monster High logo is really fun. Every time I spot it, I'm just like loving it. We also have some coffin shaped doors. And I'll get a better look at these once I get them out of the box. But here again, they are in the box. They're posed. Really, really cute. Lydia is just so pretty. I want to redo her hair a little bit because I think it's like too far back. But because like the stock photo, just like because now that we have them next to each other, the stock photo is much more like forward in her hair. It's much more like higher, and I feel like this is like, it kind of pulls her face back and makes her look like older, and it doesn't make her look as snatched as this one. I also definitely want to fix up her bangs. Right, but enough complaining. Let me just get into these dolls and I'll be back with you guys once they're open. Woot woot, they are out of the box. But before we get into them, I'm going to show you guys the little card of authenticity. They're real dolls, y'all. These are real ones. These are not fake ones I purchased. There are actually fake ones on AliExpress. I'm not sure what they look like, but I've been seeing people been finding them on AliExpress. They're fake ones of these. So don't buy these on AliExpress if you want these specific ones. Those are actually fake, but this is, I guess, proof that these are real. So if you get one with this, it's real. But yeah, I've been seeing people get scammed. They did this with the Wednesday doll too. The it was like a Bradzilla's fakey. So just be very careful of buying these dolls secondhand, I guess. Getting into the ones we have right now. Again, this is the second version of Beetlejuice. We had one back in like 2021, I think is when the first set came out. It's been a while since we got these ones, but they have released this new one. Let's get into the first one. So we're gonna take a look at Beetlejuice first because Beetlejuice is the name of the pack, obviously. And they do both have stands, so obviously they're... Beetlejuice is the biggest disappointment. I'm going to save the best for last because I think Lydia is the better doll. Beetlejuice already disappoints me because this doll has polypropylene hair. We chose to do a choppy bob, not bob, but like very choppy poly hair for this release. Mind you, this set was $90. I don't think that was a great choice. It doesn't feel terrible. It is crimped and it is this very neon green color. I just think for $90 USD, we should be getting Saran on the Monster High collector dolls. We started getting poly. I think the first release of Beetlejuice was poly as well. But yeah, I'm not living for it. I think there is a middle part in this hair, maybe. Yeah, I think I see it. I'm going to remove the headband a little bit. Yeah, there is a middle part, so if you guys want to customize this doll a little bit, you can. But it's choppy, and I guess it's supposed to be choppy because like Beetlejuice is like supposed to look crazy. So I'm not like so mad that it's choppy. I just wish it wasn't polypropylene. It doesn't feel great, but it doesn't feel terrible, I guess. So there's a point. You can see it's already much bigger after playing with it for just a little bit. I didn't do too much to this hair. But besides the unfortunate hair quality, we do have this nice little Beetlejuice headband. It is kind of pinned to her head with a little tea-tie, which I'm happy that it is tied to her head. The face on this doll is actually really cute, to be honest. I wasn't loving it in like the stock photos, but seeing it in real life is really a different experience. She does kind of have like a little bit of like a green bronzer around her face. It's really hard to see on camera, to be honest. It's not really super present in person either, but there is around her hairline this like green... like it looks like almost like mold, but like a green version of it just around her hairline. Again, is a little bit of a contour on her cheeks. It's a really cute little detail. It definitely looks kind of gross, but I think that's kind of the point because Beetlejuice is meant to look gross. Like this doll's not meant to look pretty, but we do have these big bushy purple eyebrows with a really nice fun pink eyeshadow and some really cool intricate lashes. I do actually like the face again a lot better in person. I think like looking at it from this angle, like specifically on the camera, she's really pretty. Like she does look crazy, but she's pretty in the same like way. We have these really fun green lips. Again, it's a very pretty face. Monster High always gets the faces pretty nice, I would say. It's just everything else. We do have these little, I don't know what these are, girls. This point of view, they look like sitting down beetles. So that's a really cool little detail and like a really nice sculpt, to be honest with you guys. Like it's harder to see, I think, on camera, but yeah. And then I want to see these were made in 2013. Whose face sculpt is this then? Huh. Is that 2013, girl? I apologize, it's 2015. It's just very hard to see against the whites. Yeah, the 2015 sculpt. So that's cool. It's an actual, maybe, is this Monica K's face sculpt? That's what it gives. Monica Decay. Okay, so that's kind of cool. Moving on to the outfit. We do have a little fun accessory with Beetlejuice's hand. It is a little heart, which is, I'm sure, a little nice little aspect from the movie. It's a little really cool one. There's a little finger hole so she can hold it. Which is it's nice to get new sculpts, especially in the Skullector kind of releases. Here is a look at that. There's some detailing, but I just can't see from the camera. The heart is nicely sculpted, I would say. I think it's nicely sculpted. I just can't tell too much of what's happening because it is a giant red blob. I wish there was some painted details to kind of see what was really happening, but it's kind of cool that it's just like a blob of plastic. It is squishy though. Getting on to Beetlejuice's outfit though, this is a red tux. It's very looking doll. This doll looks very, very fun, I think. But the tux kind of collar is a nice little like mauve like a pleather kind of collar thing going on. I think I just repeated myself a million times, but it's a very nice, the quality is very nice. I thought it was gonna be all pleather. In the arms on Beetlejuice look really funky in some of the pictures I've seen, but in real life it's a very nice fabric for like at least most of it. I have these spiders crawling all over the fabric, but it is striped a darker red and a lighter red, and we do also have these nice little cuffs. I'm happy that this isn't a full pleather outfit because pleather usually looks really bad on like the Monster High dolls, like the arms. I would say I feel like it's very thick, so it doesn't look great on dolls all the time, and it also wears really badly. So I'm happy that again it's not a full pleather. Very nicely fitted little jacket though, I will say. And I like that the print is kind of fun. Back of the coat has these little two tails, which are really sweet, and they are lined with pleather all the way up into like around like the waist. It's a really nice, cool silhouette, to be honest. I do like the little tails of it. Are able to unbutton the coat. There's a little button in the middle of this jacket, so I'll do it with you guys. Be very careful with this because it looks like it could break very easily. I have to do this very, very carefully. Where are my tweezers at, low-key? I think tweezers would help me a lot in this instance, but taking it off. Oh my god, there's a little Monster High. I love when they do this. There's a Monster High Skullector tag, 2025, so I guess it was meant for 2025. There was just like a weird 2024 on the box, which was a little bit interesting, but here is taking the jacket off. Probably should take the hands off, actually. Here's a better look at the inside of the jacket. Again, the pleather kind of stops midway, but it's a really nice little jacket. I don't think I have any beef with the jacket, to be honest with you guys. I have beef with this, the one piece tuxedo moment with the shirt and the pants. They are together, and I don't know if I like it for, again, $90 playset, but whatever. Top of this, we have this cute little Monster High bow. I think this, oh, it's a necklace. Okay, that's pretty cool. It's a little necklace, so you could take it off or on, but it is really cute with the little like tan kind of yellowed jacket. I like the little brain bits, but it does kind of look really weird without the jacket. I think the jacket kind of makes it look a little bit more full. There is no sleeves on this either. It is just a little tank top, and it is yellow on the back, so that's kind of fun. It's very bare without the jacket. The jacket definitely makes a look, but the pants are high-waisted and again stitched onto the top of this outfit, and it is the same kind of print, just spiders all over it. But I'm going to do the arm test before we get into the shoes of if this doll can rotate her arms and look like she can. Notice that some of the Monster High dolls, I guess since we're doing it now, let's just do it for Lydia. The arms don't move like this. Like this, I didn't do any modifications. Her arm moves perfectly the right way. But then we get onto Lydia. We roll her sleeve up, and it looks like we really cannot move the arm in her forearm. And I've been trying to mention this as much as I can, but you could tell that this isn't working because the peg for her arm is way too thick for the socket. So it kind of creates this moment where you can't really move the arm super nicely, and it does feel very stiff. So the way that it kind of fixes is boiling the peg off and like shaving it down a little bit. But it definitely does increase the wear and tear. So guys, when you open this set, be very careful with these arm joints. They are not made very nicely. I'm trying to not break this arm because we have another review to do, but yeah, very, very stiff. And that is not the case with Beetlejuice. You can kind of move it around. This one is not able to move. But now that that's out of the way, again, I want to make that very clear because I feel like I didn't do that for a while, and the arms are very important because they can break very easily. But getting onto the shoes, we have these white little steppers, and obviously we're giving a nice little object heel. This one's really cool, actually. This one is, I think, a beetle with like a little hammer on it, and it is kind of done in this little gray stone. The issue I have with the shoe, I don't mean to be so negative, but there's no paint on it. Like, there's no paint on the shoe. It looks like a Torlai kind of shoe. Like, the studs could have been painted red. The buckles could have been painted. But you know, the shoes. We're very creative with this new era of Monster High. This, though, is pretty cool. I think this is like the tombstone for Beetlejuice. I do recognize this. There's like a little angel on there. It's a very nice little sculpted heel. We just have no other color on the rest of the heel, so it does kind of leave a little bit to be desired. Wait, y'all, I'm not being malicious, y'all. I'm being honest. Why does my Beetlejuice have a hole in her shirt, girl? Not too much. Not too much. That is crazy boots. Crazy boots. I'm not actually sure if Beetlejuice's shoes are the exact same as Toralei, so I brought over my original Toralei, and are they the same? Has anyone done this before? They have a very similar vibe. They're not the same, though, I will say that. I'm looking at them more. They're not the same shoe. They just have very similar vibes. Lydia has now been summoned for her turn in the spotlight. Again, she is on the Monster High stand, and she is on a little sister body. She has a little, I'll show you guys this first before we forget. She has a little bouquet of flowers as well, all painted red, no detail, but there is some Monster High Skullets in like the middle of it, which is really cool. I just think some like black roses would have been nice, or a paint on the handle, or something, you know, give me a little detail for the price, girl. But there are some worms in this, which I do kind of live for. Worms or snakes, or something dropping out of it. I would love to see it if it was just painted. Okay, girl, but getting into this doll, she at least has saran hair. It is black. It is a little bit choppy, girl, but it's a nice saran fiber. We'll give her that. We'll give her that. She also have this little veil in her hair. It is red, and there is some, oh, I guess there's some little things tapped into it. I guess I'll leave it, but there's 2 layers of red. One layer is really nice and long, and then one is a little bit shorter. It's her little veil. I do love this very, like, anti-wedding dress where this is a very bridal look, to be honest with you guys, but it's very red. It's very cool. It's very, like, this is the reason I bought the pack, was this doll, because I think she looks so cool and so sick. I will say, though, her hair is half up, half down. I will say it is way too back. I talked about it earlier, but now that we're looking into the doll's style, the bangs are really thick on the original, on the actual doll, versus like the stock photo, and I want to get her ponytail to be, it's just way too back, I think. It makes her look like kind of stupid, because it looks really cool here. It just doesn't look that great here. Since I'm done with this doll and doing all of her content, I'm definitely excited to redo her hair. Just put the ponytail like here. I think it's too back here, and the bangs are very thick again. I think they should be a little bit thinner. The ones that I saw at the toy fair were so gorgeous. They were these nice little skinny bangs. I think the thick bangs make her look like an ice cream cone. She doesn't have any earrings or anything, but what face sculpt is she? Is she a new face sculpt? She is 2014. So I'm not sure which one this is based off of. I'm sure, again, these are the same sculpts that they used for the 2021 pack. So if anyone knows which ones they reused, I'd love, love, love to know. Oh, also, I do want to mention that her veil, I didn't go into her veil very nicely. I'm so sorry, y'all. There's a little comb on it. It's a very nice veil. I'm living for the veil. I'm living for the veil. I'm also living for this face, y'all. The face on Lydia is very, very stunning. It kind of makes up for her having no earrings because of how pretty it is. I feel like on camera it doesn't look as great, but it looks really pretty in person. She has these nice thin eyebrows. There's really dramatic and eye-catching, really gorgeous, bright, smoky eyeshadow. I love this eyeshadow. This eyeshadow looks like it was just blended to the gods, but it's also like a little bit unblended, but like something about like the bottom of it is so gorgeous. I also really enjoy the black kind of eyeshadow, and the fact that she's giving a side glance so her and Beetlejuice can look at each other is so stunning. Lydia's lips are very full, but they are a nice little pale color, and I don't think she has any blushing really on her face. I'm trying to look. There's not much on her face besides the really gorgeous eyeshadow. I think some nice like red blushing would have been really cute, but again, I'm not sure the reference of this doll, so I think it's fine how it is. Taking a look at this all red gorgeous little outfit, I'm looking at this little necklace choker thing. It is kind of also done as a necklace, but it is a little bow in there, which is really sweet. We can see the little detailing on the spider web. You can kind of see that there is some spider webs on the choker of it, and we do also have this little skull in the middle of the bow. It's a very cute little bow piece. I do really enjoy it. Again, a little bit of red would have been nice, but it's not like the biggest deal, to be honest. Like, I'm not like really gagging, but I do love the dress. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I love this dress. I love it. I want this dress in my size. I like these nice little like puffy sleeves, and it's a nice little mesh. I also love the little frills on the cuff. It is so beyond cute. Like, she looks very cute in this little dress. It is one piece, obviously it's a dress, so I'm not mad at it, but we have a bunch of little like ruffly layers. We have have 1 up top, 2, 3, and then there's 4. So the 3 of these are really cool. The one has polka dots in it, you can kind of see it, and it is kind of like drooping, like it's been cut, like she's maybe been trying to escape this wedding girl. I don't know how well this wedding is. I don't think this wedding is like, I don't think they got married. I talked to my dad about this doll set, and he said they didn't get married. So that's cool. I think Beetlejuice is trying to trap Lydia, but I don't know, girl. But I do like the little satiny little underlayer. It is nicely hemmed. Thank you, Mattel, for hemming this satin, because sometimes, girl, the satin is not hemmed and it gets spooky. Also, the top does have 2 layers. There is a little layer of mesh overlaying the layer of satin, and I just love this dress. And I mentioned earlier, but the arms, they're able to move. You just have to like get them to move. They just are very, very stiff right out of the box. Under her dress, though, we do have these nice little thigh stockings, which are supposed to be stockings, but I think they're just big thigh-high tights. They go all the way up to her hips, and she's on the smaller sister body, so they're not going to be as big on like a regular body, but I think they're fine. They are a very thick material, and they are hemmed, so I'm very happy with that. There's also the Monster High Skullector little tag in the little dress, which is really, really cute. Yeah, the stockings are fine. They're not fully stockings, they're just like socks actually, but that's okay too. Yeah, you can like move her, and they're not gonna like fall down, I don't think. I feel like I've been kind of bending her a little bit throughout this review, and they haven't like looked crazy. They still kind of form fit her little legs. But then we do get into these shoes, and these shoes, y'all, like, sometimes you just have to laugh, because this, like, the base, like, besides, I'm not talking about the object heel, I'm talking about the red part, it doesn't look like it's finished being a shoe. I feel like it's way too, like, straight liney here. It needs to give more of a platform. I don't like it. I like the idea of the Mary Jane kind of Monster High boot, but it's not giving full here. It's just missing, like, a chunk of it, I feel like. I feel like we just should have gone, like, a little bit more. I'm not sure if that makes sense, but I just don't love how it's finished. We do have a nice little skull on the little buckle here, and then some really cool little object heels. I don't even hate the object heels. I think they look kind of fine. I don't know what they are, to be honest with you guys, but it's a very sweet little object heel. Just don't love how the shoes were done overall. And I want to kind of just switch them a little bit so they can like look at each other, because that's how I think I'm going to display them. Because I think that's I love when dolls can like look at each other, even if they're not like actual like lovers or whatever. It's kind of fun that they're like looking like, ooh, girl, what are you going to do to me? I don't know, girl. Ooh, spooky. But yeah, that was kind of it for today's little review of Beetlejuice. Again, a huge thank you to Cleo's Nile. Again, follow them in the description below, because thank you very much. I get all my news from you, girl, and I love the dolls. Well, love's a strong word. But like, yeah, I don't know. This set is fun. It definitely is not my favorite Skullector set at all. I don't think you even need a lot of budget to be a good Skullector. I'm looking at Miss Morticia over here, and this is one of my favorite Skullectors, and she doesn't have the most details. She's wearing a black dress, but like her design is very, very nice in comparison like to these ones. I'm just not fully obsessed with these dolls. I think they look a little bit cheap for being a $90 set. I think there definitely are some things we could have done differently, like making the arms movable. That's a starter. I think the hairstyle definitely could have been better on Lydia. The hair fiber on Beetlejuice could have been nicer. But overall, I love the outfits, I think. I like the outfits a lot. I love Lydia. Lydia's a really cute one. And Beetlejuice has really gorgeous, like, again, once the jacket's all buttoned up, I love this, like, little ruching thing. It almost even looks like brains, to be honest. Again, more on the Monster High side of things. And I am excited to have these in my collection. I do like completing some lines. I'm not gonna ever complete the Skullector line, because there's I think I missed 3 sets, and they're the early sets, so I missed those ones, but I am very happy with the ones that I do have. So again, it's nice to have Beetlejuice finally in my collection. We just have to make some minor adjustments, and I'm gonna be more happy with these. But yeah, please let me know your thoughts and feelings in the comments below. What do y'all think about the new Monster High 2025 Beetlejuice, Lydia, and Beetlejuice dolls? I'm very excited to hear your thoughts and feelings in the comments below. Let me know if you guys have these dolls in your collection, if you guys want them. But with all that out of the way, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I love you guys all endlessly, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Love ya. Smooches.